The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hey, good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Coming to you live from the Pizza Ranch studio here on Friday night. Certainly glad you've tuned in, and wherever you may be listening from, we appreciate your patronage. But if you're in your vehicle, hey, before you put that car in drive, hey, check your passengers. Take that 3 seconds, look around your car, and make sure everyone's got their seatbelt on. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. I went through some of the scores from tonight from around Southwest Missouri, well, from around the entire state of Missouri. We'll start off in Salem as Salem falls to Mountain View Liberty on the boys' side, 60-59. Elsewhere, it was in boys basketball. Skyline falls to Stratford, 62-43. Another high school boys basketball final is Sparta improves to 6-0 in conference play as they defeat Southwest 78-61. Sparta will move on to play Spokane on Tuesday night for senior night. Elsewhere, on the boys' side, Thayer defeats Ava 72-34. Aiden Burns with 32 points in that contest. The Bobcats improved to 17-4 on the season and 4-0 in the conference. Also on boys action was McDonald County over Nevada, 60-57. So McDonald County wins the Big 8 West as they finish the season 6-0. They're 11-13 on the season and 4-2 in the conference. I'm sorry, 6-0 in the conference. Elsewhere, boys action, South Iron, they defeat Lesterville 81-37. South Iron now 21-3 on the boys' side. And at the end of regulation, at last report, it was Camdenton and Bolivar as they head to overtime, tied at 31. Yes, I said 31 as they head to overtime. Did not have a final yet from that. In varsity girls basketball, it was Plato over Bakersfield, 70-40. In boys basketball, at Wheatland, Marion C. Early Morrisville defeats Wheatland 58-28. Morrisville now 16-8 on the season. Republic picks up a win at Webb City on the boys' side. They improved to 20-2 on the season and 4-1 in the Ozark Conference with a 63-50 win. Also in boys basketball action, it was Fairgrove over Forsyth, 61-50. In boys basketball, also was Purdy over Billings, 52-46, as Purdy improves to 15-10. They're 3-2 in the season. They will finish their regular season in conference play next Tuesday at home with Galena. The Golden City Eagles improved to 16-8 on the season after defeating Wheaton 53-22. Next up is at home for senior night against College Heights next Tuesday for Golden City. Also in varsity boys basketball action, it was Lakeway over Plato, 50-38. Boys basketball final, Southwest falls to Sparta, 78-61. We've read that. Also Greenwood Laboratory School, they defeat Clever 48-41. Chance Rose with 15 points and 6 rebounds. Nick Burry had 15 points and 5 rebounds for Greenwood. In girls basketball, Seymour defeats Spokane tonight, 61-45. And a final, much anticipated game between Kickapoo and Glendale tonight on the boys' action. Always a big rivalry game there. It was close throughout, but in the end, Kickapoo pulls away and they win 78-59. It was close early on. At the end of the third quarter, midway through the fourth quarter, it was Kickapoo had jumped out to a 13-point lead, 62-49. That with 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Elsewhere, Seymour Tigers go to Fordland and spoil the homecoming as they defeat I'm sorry, if they get a win, 62-33 in Summit Conference action. Camdenton, that game at the half between Bolivar and Camdenton, it's now in overtime at 31-all. At the half, it was 13-11. Camdenton on top. And the Central Rebels, they defeat Valley Catholic 85-58. Varsity girls action, Delta defeats a very good Steelville team 74-69. Barry with 30 points in that game for Delta. Checking out some of the scores from around the state as you look at girls basketball. Finals already. Parkway North falls to Lafayette 40-28. Brentwood, one better than Bayless, 39-38. These are girls' scores out of the St. Louis area. Francis Howell over Francis Howell North, 52-45. Whitfield defeats Villa Duchesne, 60-35. It was Seckman over Ladue, 47-37. Troy Buchanan defeats Timberland, 48-27. Elsewhere, Fort Zumwalt South, 54. Washington, 41. That final as well. Maplewood over Hancock, 40-30. Oakville, these are girls' scores out of the St. Louis area. Oakville defeats Northwest Cedar Hill, 51-16. Winfield over North Point, 50-28. Also out of the St. Louis area, Fort Zumwalt East defeats Fort Zumwalt North, 39-28. Also a final, Holt defeats Liberty Wentzville, 53-36. Lutheran North, one better than MICDS, 41-40. Eureka defeats Webster Groves, 74-58. Was Marquette over Parkway West, 57-45. Also in girls action out of St. Louis, Orchard Farm over St. Charles, 48-35. Afton defeats Rittenhour, 33-29. Those are your scores, girls' scores out of the St. Louis area. Now let's check the boys' side of it. Friday nights typically more boys' games than girls' games. University City defeats Parkway North, 64-45. Jefferson over St. Pius, the 10th, 83-60. Hazelwood West, one better than Riverview Gardens, 62-61. McClure North over Parkway South, 58-56. Chaminade defeats Vianney, 52-36. Elsewhere was CBC over or falling to DeSmet, 68-66. DeSmet having an incredible season up to this point. MICDS over Lutheran South, 54-51. Medicine and Bioscience falls to North County Christian, 47-34. Elsewhere, it was Lafayette over Parkway Central, 63-47. Ladue defeats Pattonville, 76-56. It was Melville over Oakville, 55-45. Again, these are St. Louis area boys scores. Pacific over Owensville, 43-32. John Burroughs defeats Principia, 58-47. Fort Zumwalt West over Francis Howell Central, 42-33. Elsewhere in the St. Louis area, not much to be reported on at this point. It's only 9:39 in the St. Louis area. I'm sorry, it's only 9:39 everywhere in the state of Missouri. Elsewhere on the boys' side was Rich Hill over Appleton City, 82-42. Maryville defeats St. Joe Benton, 59-38. Maryville now 18-4 on the season. You can check out the Missouri Sports Network YouTube page and see the and the website at MissouriSportsNetwork.com and see the interview with Maryville Team of the Week. Was Bernie on the boys' side. Bernie over Malden, 81-73. Bowling Green defeats Wellsville Middletown, 51-29. And a big matchup in the COC as Nixa goes to 22-0, and they barely hang on and defeat Carthage, 66-64. It was Lynn over Chamois, 59-29. Again, these are boy scores from tonight. South Shelby over Clark County, 70-26. Santa Fe, one better than Concordia, 36-35. Spokane over Crane, 70-56. Cuba defeats Bell 75-59. It was Fair Grove over Forsyth 61-50. Galena defeats Blue Eye 49-41. Hartville improves to 20-5 as they defeat Greenfield 90-26. It was Archie over Harrisonville 54-47. Lee Summit North defeats Lee Summit 54-38. Marionville over Lockwood 69-30. Montgomery County over Louisiana 55-32. Maplewood, Richmond Heights over Hancock 61-28. Ellsbury defeats Mark Twain 77-56. McClure North over Parkway South 58-56. Again, these are boy scores from tonight. John Burroughs over Principia 50-18. Purdy defeats Billings 52-46. Seneca over Wyandotte, Oklahoma 70-49. And Tipton defeats Smithton 79-47. Elsewhere, it was St. Paul Lutheran out of Concordia over Sweet Springs 67-29. Stratford defeats Skyline 62-43, and Thayer over Ava 72-34. And Otterville defeats Windsor 63-50. After these messages, we'll come back. We'll run through the girls' side on the Mission website. Anything you need to send in, if we didn't read it, we don't have it. So you can send it to @ScoreboardGuy or @Missouri_sports, and we'll make sure it gets on the air. You're listening to Friday Night Live here on the Missouri Sports Network, where everyone has a home field advantage. Keep it right here.
Believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Enjoy a fresh start to your meal at Pizza Ranch, where the salad bar is always included with your buffet. Every day you'll find garden fresh greens, colorful veggies, and sides for every appetite. It's the most refreshing way to balance out a meal while leaving plenty of room for your other buffet favorites. Convenient, fast, and fresh. It's the Pizza Ranch Salad Bar. Mmm.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a time like this, in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's a lot better now.
It was like a huge weight lifted.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And welcome into Friday Night Live. And we do have a couple more finals to bring up. The Bowling Green High School Bobcats defeat Wellsville 49-29. Elsewhere, it was Otterville 63, Windsor 50. And we do have a final. Gardner Casey from Bolivar hits a game-winning three as Bolivar defeats Camdenton 41-38 in overtime. Checking in on some of the girls' scores from tonight was Appleton City over Rich Hill 58-40. Ray Peck defeats Belton 38-26. Bowling Green over Wellsville Middletown 48-32. Norwood defeats Cabool 58-40. Again, these are girls' scores from tonight. South Shelby over Clark County 70-25. College Heights Christian over Macaulay Catholic 47-25. Valley Park defeats Crossroads College Prep 54-24. Adrian over Drexel 42-36. Max Creek defeats Fairplay 74-12. Truman over Fort Osage is 61-31. Again, these are girl scores from tonight, brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank, one of the 100 locations in 6 states. They care as much about your money as you do. Great Southern Bank, member FDIC. Elsewhere on the girls' side, it was Green Valley over Raytown, 62-56. Green City defeats La Plata, 41-33. Harrisonville over Archie, 52-41. Stover defeats Lamont, 56-9. Lathrop over Penny, 59-32. Mid Buchanan over Lawson, 45-35. Lee Summit West defeats Liberty North, 49-45. South Iron, so they go to 20-2, and they defeat Lesterville, 61-29. Marionville, now 18-6 on the season, they defeat Lockwood, 69-30. My apologies, I've lost my place here. It was Nevada over McDonald County, 47-35. Northeast Nottoway, 50-14 over Osborne. Schuyler County goes to 19-4 as they defeat Salisbury, 53-47. Seneca girls over Wyandotte as well, 64-33. St. Paul Lutheran Concordia over Sweet Springs, 32-22. Delta over Steelville, 74-69. Delta now 19-3 on the season. Stoutland defeats Climax Springs, 65-32. Lone Jack over at Summit Christian Academy, 37-34. Tuscumbia defeats Eugene, 51-45. Viburnum over Vienna, 39-38. Butler defeats Warsaw, 55-44. And on the girls' side, Morrisville improves to 15-8 on the season as they defeat Wheatland, 43-35. We'll take another quick time out here, and we'll come back and we'll run through scores that have just come in. You're listening to Friday Night Live at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage.
The qualities in a truck that are most important are reliability, just really great function.
Having a truck is pretty much a necessity to getting to most of these locations. Oftentimes it's narrow, steep, loose, rough, rocky roads.
Having a truck is essential to every part of what we do, from picking up material for the home to delivering the home.
Always carrying something, pulling something.
It's something that we use every single day here.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
Not only is Country Financial our insurance, but they treated us like family.
Relationships are the single most important piece of the puzzle. We always ask this question: what is the right thing to do?
Hey, welcome back to Friday Night Live here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And brought to you by Liona, Labor's Local 663, building Missouri and building Missouri State. Just a couple scores have come in the interim here during the commercial break as a final score from Lamar, as Lamar defeats East Newton 51-38. Also, Alton on the boys' side over Van Buren 58-47. Encourage you to go to our YouTube page and our website at MissouriSportsNetwork.com. You can see interviews today. We caught up with the new career leader in points scored at Lebanon High School, Reagan McCown, and Coach Jackie Payne. Also got to visit a little surprise guest as the young lady whose record she broke, Kelsey Winfrey, was able to jump in and congratulate her as well. We've got our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week up on the website as well. We also have our Teams of the Week sponsored by Country Financial. If you have any questions or comments, you can shoot us a message at Scoreboard Guy on Twitter or at Missouri_sports. So, but we encourage you to visit the website, and as always, keep it right here at the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.